All the media teams, autopilot, ekele before Chukwu kele ligwe no wachabara mono. extend my greetings to our mothers. No matter what way, no matter biafra. No matter what way, no matter buru. They will look and they jam on my Kedebano makacheleni, manamazukaye, mwanyidi mugubedi ya neji amozo. Were kele mo umadarine, umada wadwa, uwonu siege lulu, unu suroge tiwa, onye mwelu ife, mbe mwelu koja mumu, onu jide kelani, madama yuwa, kasi mbelimba. Pharaoh in Nigeria, let my people go. Pharaoh in Britain, let Biafra go. Pharaoh in Africa, let my people go. Obodo Kena Warawa, Nigeria go Asiala. Nigeria don't finish, Africa, Nigeria don't finish, Britain, Nigeria don't finish, no remedy. Nigeria don't finish. Biafralands, worldwide, I greet all of you wherever you are, and I say to you, if you're not moving, I will now. Unananua, you're not moving, I will now. What you done, you're trying to relate.
Okay, Nigeria don't finish. Nigeria don't enter water. It don't enter river. Nigeria don't finish. One day, Chineke, we salute you from here. We have come to do the needful. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending to all of you, depending on your time and your location. We salute you from here. I remain Akbarawasoni from my end, and from the other end, I have Mazi Okonkwo from here. Mazi Okonkwo, give a shout out to your people. They will.
Abarawasan, I greet you and I salute Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. And I want to say, may God bless all of you. And from anywhere you are joining us, you are welcome. Please follow us, share, and click the button on YouTube, on the Facebook. Even we are also live on Twitter. If you check us there, we're there on Biafra Sonnet TV and us the Lokonko YouTube, Autopilot Okonko channels, and also Mazo Okonko Twitter. There we are live and we're direct. And our leader is Martin Nandekano. We are here this midnight. Just focus and follow us. There is a lot to discuss. Welcome on this broadcast. Thank you.
Share. Hit the like button and the share. And remember to hit the subscribe button and the follow. And also the notification bell so that you will stay updated. It's quite kind of unusual seeing us online this time, but the era we are in now is the era where you have to be very much at alert. So that is why we may be coming on an impromptu notice like this from time to time. Don't be dismayed if you don't see all of us here because of the call and the time. Everybody are in different locations, and you don't expect to have everyone at the same time, but we are all working together for one very cause. So we are here to pass a message, and we want you to do us the favor of sharing this video because the message has to get down to the grassroots. From the exposition of Mazi Simon Ekpa, which everybody just listened to, there is a clear indication and a total agreement, even if you never agreed with us for all these months, for you to understand that the leadership of IPOB, as they call themselves, that they are working in pari passu with the zoo government. If the press statement that came from that general, which Simon Ekpa addressed, proved otherwise, then you have too many questions to ask. The same Nigerian government are the one coming to tell the general public that the concussion which was released by the DOS, that Simon Ekpa is working with other people and that they are being paid by Nigerian government. Then you need to ask yourself a question. If the Nigerian government are coming to speak for the DOS, what is the secret or what is the meaning of that? That points to many things that you need to connect. Imagine the terrorists coming to speak for you that is fighting to free yourself from the terrorists, and the terrorists now come to be the one to come and read your script. There are too many things that connect it. But this night, we are here to just touch a little and then leave it for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are likely to come in a full house so that we will dismantle some things. Master Okonkwo, do you have something to say about that before we go to the next thing?
Yeah, there is no difference between monkey and what do I say it again? Gorilla, because all of them are the same family. And they know only one, I could say they only operate on one glory, means glory of flying from one tree to the other. Because God created everything in their glories. The glory of Nigerian government is to lie. And the glory of I could say some of this our Iraq is also to lie. I made a broadcast today where I was talking about someone who has been killing our people, Mazi Sone. When somebody begin to defend someone, simply means that he is co-worker with that same person. It is clear. As long as not only today that Nigerian government have been defending DOS or DOS defending Nigerian government, they are working hand to hand. And now, like as I said today, it has come to the clarity that Biafran has to understand that all these people in the US, they are infiltrators of the struggle. And people must understand that it is a time for them to do a U-turn and join our autopilot where truth is demonstrated. There is a need for you to follow the right way for us to restore Biafra. And what we're telling you here, if somebody comes out and begin to defend DOS and now fighting against Simon Ekpa, it simply means that DOS is a regular customer to their evil. So it's clear. They're regular customer. That's why when we're saying sit at home, they say, no, no sit at home. Have you seen it now? That Chike Odozium has sold the struggle. Chinas and Woru has sold the struggle. Many of them, the Nigerian government pumped big money for them to be a distractor to what we are doing. But thank God for autopilot, and God has been our strength all this while to manage this struggle up to this level. I want to give kudos to Mazi Simon Ekpa, also Sonny who is here, and many other autopilot members who have been working assiduously. And many other platforms, even bloggers, people like King Juan Solomon, those who brings the fact and put it on the table and do a proper analysis on them. I'm telling you, he's doing great. But one thing I was warning him today to stop promoting Master Prophet. It's not needed. I don't come here to do saga. I just want to put everything together. So in conclusion of that question, or my addition to what Sonny have just said about this DOS and Nigerian government, in the Igbo language, we used to say there is no difference between the left and the right. They are working hand to hand. They are the ones that betray Mazin and so they are regular customer. They are intertwined. What is that in language or English? Intertwined. So that is how they are. Thank you, brother. So we are still here tonight. Thank you.
Yes, so Ndewo, thank you for that short contributions. Without mincing words, it is very clear to us, the autopiloters, we understood it long time ago and we know who we are working with. That the DOS with the one that makes noise in Radio Biafra, wow, 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 that they are not in charge of ESN. Recent publications will make you to understand that they know nothing about ESN. For those of you that were still in doubt, and I wonder the people that are still following them and taking their words when they tell them that they are in charge of ESN. Now, if the DOS member that is claiming and telling you every day that they are in charge of ESN, does not know that there is ESN camp in Enugu. That is the biggest disgrace in this life. Because Chinas and Woru, immediately the Nigerian propaganda media and the police did their publication online saying that this is ESN camp, that they busted these people, this are that, and they put some uniforms and a bomb action and a camouflage on the ground to showcase and show on the media. Chinas and Woru jump into the media, started making noise that these people, that they are no ESN, that there is no ESN camp in Enugu. People that are following them should understand from this that Chinaza knows nothing anymore about ESN. He knew before. He knew before. And how did he know before? Before, the work that Chinaza was doing was a mail runner. A mail runner. Somebody
Steward.
that collect money and collect messages to go and deliver to the ESN
A
members.
steward. He's a steward.
Okay. And then just go and deliver the message and then comes back. But he was parading himself as ESN commander. So as you watch our broadcast tomorrow, we will bring the publications on the screen. We are going to have a joint broadcast tomorrow before the State of the Nation broadcast of Simon Ekpa late in the evening. So as you will join us tomorrow, you will see what we will be doing so that we will escalate it more for you to understand. Now, the message we want to pass this evening is that the DOS, ERAT, and the Nsama people, that they are sending messages to the coordinators in Biafra land and the people in Biafra lands, telling them that they should start meeting, family meeting of IPOB. Now, this is in total opposition of the Biafran people. Now, IPOB means Indigenous People of Biafra. You and I are IPOB. Without you, without me, we are not IPOB. So when somebody comes online to tell you that you are not an IPOB member, ask them the full meaning of the word IPOB. When they dish out orders on Radio Biafra, and when we say people should sit back at home in order to honor the death of some people or another, or to demand or to stand in solidarity with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, or to protest against the incessant killing that is happening, and also to stand against the government of the zoo, to declare that we are not in total accordance or acceptance of what they are doing. And also, as we have declared on the 20th, which we had the government of Nigeria making the rounds that they are coming to do political rallies. We said no political rallies, no political campaign in Biafra land. So, if you heard of anything, and then the Biafran people, whenever orders are given, it is every Biafran back home that carries out this order. It is not IPOB member like they claim it. And when they kill anybody in Biafra land, they are not they are not singling you out to say you are IPOB member or you are not IPOB member. When they arrest people, they are not tagging you, you are not ESN. No, they tag everybody ESN as far as you are a bona fide blood of Biafra land. At times, they even tag people that even visit us, people that just come into our land. Now, what am I saying? The point I am saying is that you have a right to ask questions. You are the indigenous persons of Biafra. You are the bona fide Biafran person. It's not even the people that are staying abroad that are talking on radio, which you don't know their face, you don't see them, you don't know them. You can see my face. If somebody asks you to describe me, you can describe me very well. Like I was talking to people in IPOB Israel today. When I spoke to them, they were so happy to have me in online. Why? Because they have been seeing my face and they know me as I speak online. So when I was now speaking to them direct, they were kind of happy. They say, oh, having you in our family talking to us, oh, that is great, that is awesome. But you will be talking to somebody and listening to somebody that you don't know his whereabouts. Somebody that is afraid.
A ghost.
somebody that is afraid to storm the zoo government. MNK told him that he cannot get passport
In
or be
Kuwait.
allowed to become a president in Kuwait, nor his children to become a prime minister in Kuwait. Did that get into his head? No. He preferred the life of slavery in that Kuwait. That is why they hide behind the camera and come out to be deceiving all of you. How
And because
can you,
his
how
name
can
is
somebody,
Chinasa, his name is Chinasa, or slave. Nworu means slave.
okay, I think they gave him a better name that connotes his character. How can somebody in this very time, where you know that we are in war and that everything that needs to be done needs strategies, you come to be dishing out orders to Biafran people back home that they should go and start family meeting? That means they want them to be killed. So we are passing a message to Biafran people that you should nullify any meeting in Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had cancelled every meeting and every contribution from Biafra land. And where is this going to? This is because they are not getting the money they used to get in IPOB in diaspora anymore. That is because IPOB autopilot has done what? Killed their career, close all their avenues of making money from fundraising and monthly dues and contributions. So they are now devising another means of obtaining these monthly dues and this money from Biafrans that are in Biafra land. Because as they will say, start a meeting now, the next thing is that they should start paying their dues because they want money. That is why we say, pay your money to nobody. The only money that you should pay is when you visit www.ipobinUSA.org/donate to do what? To support your ESN. Disregard any message coming from the Ndi Nzama that are ruling or running, or Ndi Ereri that are running, Ndi Sioshi that are running what they call leadership of IPOB. For now, there is nothing like leadership because they are not leading anybody. They are only leading ships. And the ships that they are leading, they are not existing. So get that message very straight. Mazi, please put more salt and water inside this thing.
Yeah, thank you, Abarawasan. You see, the message is very clear. You know, I said it today. And for many people who have never heard that clip where Mazin Nandakan is telling Chinas and Wodu that the Kuwait will have, it cannot give him Maduro rather than getting passport, you see. And it's very clear. I also make mention to him that the day Mazin Nandakan came to court, that he was saying, stop killing our people. He was telling Chinas and Wodu and all these criminals, Mazin Nandakan know them. Now, I begin to ask myself a question one time. I said, where was China Sanwo, Chike, all these apps and monkeys that are saying they are relevant? And Mazen Nandekano called Simon Eba and who a great interview with Simon Eba, the idea, because they're not part of that one, because Mazen Nandekano knows who these Iraq and criminals are, those who kill Ikonso. Where are they when Mazen Nandekano was asking just for only 100 men and we shall move? There was a clip of Mazen Nandekano I had. All these mafia chinas and Wuru was also there. And Mazen Nandekano said to us, he said, I look around the whole Biafra land, he said, I see only but women, there's no men. And Mazen Nandekano also tell us that because men are not capable enough, women are coming. And that's why you see the women, the autopilot women, the Omar, are becoming formidable because everything Mazen Nandekano says come in alliance with the fulfillment of it. So this Chinas and Mazen Nandekano have seen this man as Judas a long time, the same way Jesus saw the evil in Judas. They are all criminals. Telling our people back down here in Nigeria or in Biafra land to go and create a zone. That's what it means. It simply means that you have outnumbered your days. They will come there and kill you, like what happened in Oba recently after some months after the NSAS. Now, there is no need of gathering because the enemies are already on our door. What we need now is focusing on how to tackle this distraction of P2B or obedient, whatever they call it, And also, we must also focus for the release of Mazen Kanu, because there's an information reaching us. You see all these strategies that are performing, attempting whether the presidency convoy or president convoy. You see, these are, they're doing practice. And because they're going to put it like this, if the presidency or Asorok or whatever can be invented, why not the DSS dungeon where Mazen Kanu is? So this is the time, and I thank God now that everyone is coming through, coming together, like what Simon showed us today. All these our grandfathers that come together, all these our aunts, our brothers, our fathers that came together today to support on what we are doing. This is what we want. Every Biafra is supposed to come close, because these people see this acrobatic they are doing. Terrorists is approaching Abuja, and we must make sure they are planning very hard to assassinate Mazen Nanakana, the DSS. I'm telling you, this is what is happening, and we must not allow it to happen. We must expose it. The whole world must know. And I am calling all Biafrans and especially autopilot to begin to tweet for the release of Mazen Nanakano, because these terrorists are acrobatic, attempting to strike the presidency convoy, and with all kinds of evil going on in the north. These are terrorists, and we had the information that some terrorist organizations said they are going to release Mazen Nanakano. They are going to forcibly release Mazen Nanakano, since the Nigerian government don't want to. That is not IPOB. That is also not indigenous people of Biafra. That's not autopilot or anything. But these are Fulani terrorists conspiring. They want to just cook up a story and say, yeah, it was some part of the people who came to, his own people who came to rescue him. Then something happened. But we must let Biafrans, we must let the whole world know that these are the things that the DSS and Nigerian government are planning to put in place. And we must put them to stop by tweeting and letting the world know we do not have gun, but we have our voice. This is legal. This is legal. We are doing a legal thing to let the whole world know how they have killed our people and still killing our people. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Let me read the press release by the Indian Sama so that Biafran people will understand what is actually happening. Their message reads: every unit, zone, and LGA in Biafra land should resume meetings. Instructions from DOS for safety: don't host flag. Do not use anything that resembles the flag. You can call your meetings in villages, communities, or towns meetings. Do not use your old venue. Look for a new venue. The letter said 5,000 naira was shared to every local government, national and traditional department. And they said on our next meeting, we will talk on modalities to raise the money. Now, you do not need to risk your life going for any meeting in Biafra land. We don't want you to be a victim of any circumstance. Our liberation is here. So no meeting or any gathering of any kind to the Biafran people anywhere is allowed for security reasons. The days that we are in are evil. So we tell you, do not gather for any purpose and do not contribute any money to any Nsama. Why? Because IPOB autopilot, led by Simon, as they call it, we have blocked every career agitator source of income.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And every money now is going to ESN through the website, the only authentic website, which you will see me seated here raising funds. You will see Okonkwo here, you will see Simon and others. The same way I used to tell you, you will see many other people before, and many other people are no more there, but I am still standing tall. So don't be surprised that tomorrow you will not see me calling other people again and say, these people are here. But we still have to move. But what is my point? My point is that do not gather for any reason. Do not pay money to anybody in the name of meeting in Biafra land in the name of Biafra or IPOB. Why? Because we don't want any blackmail. We are not interested in their money that they come to raise from you in Biafra land. We are not interested in anything. This announcement should get down to all the units in Biafra land. And they should understand and get it and then sound the message in their different WhatsApp groups and every communications that we have to reach out to people. Our leader, Onyendu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, had suspended every meeting in Biafra land.
Absolutely.
And that is what? Final. Until he says otherwise. For now, no meeting. So disregard every announcement from the Nsama that have been expelled, that are looking for a way of making relevance in the liberation movement anymore. Because there is no more salaries for them. There is no more chop money for them. We have ended everything, and it must remain like that. Because where we are entering now is a very different dimension. Thank you all for listening to us on that very issue. But listen to something else, because we still
Maz, I wanted to say something about that zone.
Yes, fire on.
Yes, what I want to say is that it's clear that the Chikedosim and his co have hijacked the IPOB, the failure one, because they didn't hijack us. I mean, he's thinking that he has hijacked the IPOB. You know, he changed his name now and they removed Mazen Nandekano. They started their manipulation from Radio Biafra, and now they have told you to start meetings. So, in other words, the new phase of their idea has started. So now they have lobbied with the Nigerian government, and now they are not going to attack them. I'm telling you what's happening, because they have already compromised. So in other words, now the IPOB for Chikedosim is different from what we are doing. So we wish him good luck but for him to stupidly come out to, or whosoever stupidly came to write a memo that our people should go and gather, that person is a fool. And of course, that person is insane, especially on this time. Thank you.
Some of the memos that they are sending to these people in the hinterland or in Biafra land, some of them, they make it to be a secret memo. Some, they don't publish it in the public media so that people don't get it. But we have our eyes everywhere, and the information must be fished out, because just like Simon said, your wife will come and tell us your secret. Your children will come and tell us your secret. As far as you are planning evil against this liberation that is led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, your children, your family will come and tell us what you are doing.
Yes.
Because the God of Biafra has a reason to fight for us. So, if you look at the screen, this one is taking us now to why we say no election in Biafra land, no political rally, no campaign. Nothing won Nigeria in Biafra land, because we totally disagree with them. You see that we had 2 kidnappers. Same crime, but unequal justice. Wandume, if you people don't know the story of Wandume.
I know Wandume.
Okay, for the people that does not know, Wandume is a rapist, is a kidnapper, is a killer, is a terrorist. Wandume has done worse crimes than Evans the kidnapper, as they call him. Wandume has raped mothers, children, sisters, grandmothers. Wandume has desolated communities. Wandume has killed. Wandume has made people familyless. Wandume has destroyed lives. The village, the last village where Wandume attacked, I think it was in Yoruba land, they captured Wandume, the vigilante. They took Wandume to the security operatives. Getting there, the security operatives arrested the vigilantes of the community, locked them up, and then they took Wandume and gave him a preferential treatment in the hospital. That is a terrorist that you have in one Nigeria. Okay. Now, Wandume has not been on the limelight for years now. Recently, you now hear of Wandume. They brought him to court. They now passed a verdict on Wandume. And they said Wandume is now given 7 years in jail, while Evans is given life imprisonment. We are not equal before the law.
Of course.
Why? Because one is Fulani terrorist and the other one is Biafra.
Yes.
The same way that you had a Goodluck Jonathan as a Biafran seated in power and they made it unbearable for him, and then they found him out in a demonized way. It's the same way that they will do everything to destroy anyone that wants to come to take the glory of one Nigeria. What can you say about this issue here?
Yeah, it is clear. Even if you look at their faces, you find out that there's nowhere the three Nigerians are the same. Our food are not the same. Our mind are not the same. Our eye, our look, our character is far beyond the others. And these are certain people who like to drink from the anus of the cow. And how can we now allow somebody or be together with people who prefer to drink from the anus of the cow instead of taking the pure water which is rushing from the ground? So when you think about it, it's like living with an animal. So, and two, why do I say animal? Human being can become animal when you don't have conscience to deal or share the power as it is rooted. You know, these people, what you just mentioned here is called nepotism. If you put it a shell, and that is the main fundamental problem of this zoological republic. And that is what triggered all agitation. When Mazen Nanakana began to say, what you did for Bageri, do it for Akaite. Since the North has bridge, build one. That's all the whole problem. And when our Igbo elite was corrupted, they didn't listen. Like our leader used to say, they teziki, they do head baka baka. That's exactly what I do. So if you look at what is here, you see, you look at the Nigeria and the Fulani, we are not the same. We are too far. As the heaven is far from hellfire, that is the distance between the Biafra and the Fulani. So there's no equality, and that's the main problem. There is no unity. There is no sharing. That is everything is upside down. That's why when people are shouting P2B, I'm asking if P2B win, how many years is it going to take to change the mindset of some certain people who is going to govern? And they are only what they understand is only kill, destroy. They can never meet because the Fulani man is not ready for this Western civilization. So how many years is it going to take P2B? I could say to lecture these people who drink from the anus of a cow, and they know who specializes in killing and other things. You know, it's going to take us too far. So the best option is divide this country so that these camp people can never see them in our face. Take these people out of here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi. That is the reason why one Nigeria should be destroyed to save people's life. That is why we say no election in Biafra land. That is why we say no rallies, no political campaigns. Nothing of any kind should be supported, except you want to see more of your brothers and sisters being killed this way in the name of trying to make one Nigeria to work out.
Yeah.
Now, we are going to bring something else to the screen, which is another point of awareness. Another point of awareness. There is a message we want to extract from what Olusegun Obasanjo says here. If you like him or you hate him, permit us to extract our message from what we are going to do here now. Just listen to what we are going to do and get the message straight.
An ineffective and incompetent government, we are all victims.
An ineffective, incompetent governors,
Wow.
we are all victims.
Victims.
So when you know that we are all victims, what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to look for a way of defending yourselves. You are supposed to look for a way of ending the carnage. Obasanjo, that is telling you inefficient, incompetent government, is he not part of it? Was he not the grandfathers of this very inefficient, incompetent government? But he continued to allow it to reign at the expense of other people's lives. So when you have already seen your brother lying down dead, in cold blood, he has been murdered. You will now see that you are a victim already, because as it has happened to your brother, you are indirectly a victim. What should you do? You should seek for defense. And that defensive mechanism is to destroy the contraption so that it will not continue to even consume you that is standing next to the dead body of your brother or your friend that you see on the ground.
And don't let anybody deceive you.
Those of you, don't let anybody deceive you.
After he have deceived us for many years.
Okay. Don't let anybody deceive you that what? That one Nigeria can still work. Don't let anybody deceive you that one Nigeria can still work. That is the point you need to get out from what Obasanjo is saying. Because he is speaking in parables. Yes, Adaigo, you said whether we are alive or if it is live broadcast. Yes, it is live. I know it's a kind of impromptu to see us online this time. It is live. We had to come online because we had something important to let the Biafran people know. So Obasanjo says, don't let anybody deceive you. Why? Because Nigeria is unworkable. That government can never change. It will continue to kill people at the expense of the growth of other people. So, knowing these two well, what are the people supposed to do? Get a solution to your problems. In Nigeria to save lives. This is someone that has been in the system. He has been part and parcel of the destruction of lives and property. So when he's telling you, you need to pick wisdom from what he is saying.
Who and business, your business will have been better today if we have the competent hand.
Okay. Your business would have been better if you had competent hand. And he is part of that problem. If you also had competent hand.
Of course. He's the father of the problem.
Instead of having him, if you had competent hand, instead of having him as part of this crumbled system, you would have progressed. If you were not forcefully amalgamated and joined together against your own will, you would have progressed. If you were not disallowed to be who you want to be, where your futures were stolen from you and your aspirations were destroyed, you would have been what you wanted to be. So what they are telling you the truth in a way of saying they are teaching somebody something, but you need to use your brain to critically get the point to connote with what is happening.
Effective and performing government. It will happen. As I said, giving excuse, we met many challenges. Now, if there are no challenges, then you wouldn't need to come. Huh? If there are no challenges, you don't need to come. And you come because you know that there are challenges. And then giving us excuse that you have many challenges, that's why you haven't achieved result.
Now, what point is he making there?
That I don't understand.
For them that are coming into power, that they know, they understand the problems that you table before them. So when you come into power and you deceive all the people in one Nigeria that you're going to come and make life better, that there should be no excuses of, I came in to inherit terrorism from another person. I came in to inherit no money in the treasury from another person. I came in to carry out or to take over from a already crumbled government from another person. No, because you understand the challenge of governance. You understand the challenge of leadership before you say, let me come into power or to contest. Just like you see Peter Obi today coming to deceive all of you. Peter Obi understands quite well that the challenge of one Nigeria is not personnel changes, that it is what? Total dissolution of one Nigeria. Allow the people that are of diverse and dangerous system with values to go different ways so that the lives of people can be preserved, their values can be preserved. He understands that challenge, but he prefers to come and deceive you with the hope of economy is the solution to insecurity. Economy is the solution to your problems. Economy is the solution to your problems. Has there ever not been economy before?
See?
Is this man seated here not having a company of his own? Is that not part of economy? All the banks that are running and all the companies that are running, people are investing in Nigeria. Is that not economy? The people that they kidnap every day, the other day, it was whether some Indian people or Sri Lanka that were kidnapped. Were they not working in companies? Is that not part of the economy of the country? Now, if the terrorists, the other set of people in the country that says they do not buy your idea of developing the country, they want to remain as nomadic, then you want to say, I have the solution to the challenge. When you get into power, at the end of the day, you end up destroying the lives of other people because you want to please one side of the country, just like Azikiwe did. And it is the template that Peter Obi wants to come and use so that we will now continue to be destroyed in the next 4 and 8 years. Do you understand the importance of wasting our lives and our resources and our future and our aspirations and our dreams for the next 4 years and 8 years? No, you don't understand. Do you know how much you contribute to the economy of one Nigeria every year? No, you don't know. Do you think or sit back to calculate the money that we send from the diaspora to one Nigeria every year? Do you do the calculation to understand that it is even more than the generated revenues in one Nigerian state? So when they come into power, they tell you they are equal to the tax, they are equal to the challenge. At the end of the day, it is human beings that you see that we carry their dead bodies in bars, and nobody is held responsible.
You want to go? First lesson I learned in my military training is never reinforce failure. What we have now is failure. Never you reinforce failure.
Never you reinforce failure.
Yeah.
Never you reinforce failure. So don't reinforce Peter Obi. Don't reinforce Atiku. Don't reinforce.
The speech is very clear. Yeah.
Yes. Never you reinforce failure. Because why did he say never you reinforce failure? Let me explain it very well. Nigeria is a failure. Yes. So don't reinforce failure by trying to make Nigeria to work. It's not going to work. Never. That is the message that this man is sending to you in a very different angle. Never you reinforce failure because Nigeria is already a failed state and it is not going to work. So don't reinforce it. Don't try to use the strength and the life and the prospect of people to reinforce one Nigeria because it will not work. That is the message Obasanjo is sending to the youth and to everyone in one Nigeria. Now, it's going to give you the solution to what you're supposed to do.
Let failure be failure and gone.
Okay. Let failure be failure and gone. That gone means end Nigeria.
Just end.
Just end it. Let failure be failure and gone. Just end Nigeria so that you can save lives. That is the complete and the right interpretation of what Obasanjo said. Wait for another side though.
And if you do not see what you should see, will then be a victim of what you don't like.
Okay.
Because it's only when you see what you should see and you do what you should do.
If you refuse to see what you should see,
And
you
do
will then be a victim of what you don't like. If you should see what you should see and you refuse to see it, to accept that you are seeing it, you will be a victim of what you don't like. What does that mean?
that is where Nigeria is now.
Okay. The solution from everything that he has said from the beginning means dissolve Nigeria, end it to save people's life. He now come to cap up the story by saying, if you don't see what you should see, and that thing that you should see is what? End Nigeria to save life.
Of course.
Allow Oduduwa to go. Allow Biafra to go. Allow Middle Belt to go. Let Ariwa go so that you can save life. He says, if you refuse to see what you should see, you will end up being what? The victim of one Nigeria. Because
and we are all victims because we also refuse to see that the terrorist is already there.
yes. Yes. So he has delivered his message. Do
Pure
not
message.
expect Obasanjo to tell you, end Nigeria with his mouth open. He will only speak it in riddles like this. As you refuse to accept and see it that our lands have been overrun by terrorists, what is going to happen to you? You are going to become the victim. Because by the time they will overrun you in your own sleep, you will not believe it. Why? Because you saw what you should see, and then you refuse to accept it, that it is the reality that is happening. You wanted to make the zoologia to become a place. You were trying to use Obi to try to amend one Nigeria because you saw what you saw. You refused to accept it. So you now become the victim of the circumstance.
You put away what you do not like. If you don't see what you should see and you don't do what you should do, you will be a victim of what you don't like.
Okay. If you don't see what you should see,
and if you don't do what
and if you refuse to do what you should do,
but I was, in my village, we used to say, "Onya to reilu koware and ego jilunia." When a proverb is thrown to you, and we explain the same proverb to you, means the money where they take marry that person's mama is not complete. So sometimes like that, we put this kind of riddles. Now, here, people should. Biafra, we must not forget too fast who is Obasanjo. For people who don't know him, everybody knows, even small begin they born yesterday. These are the main problem. In fact, what Obasanjo is doing now, he is partially restituting, trying to prepare his way for the way of all the earth. Now he started to confess, trying to tell you that he's a very genuine man, a good man, but he is also part of the game. Don't forget that. Obasanjo is one also who, during his regime, this unknown government started. A lot of things happened in this regime of Obasanjo. They are one of the looters in Nigeria, you must not forget. So now, I think he's seen now that he's getting older and he start to do and behave as if he's one with us. But we know those who are for us. So we should not be deceived, man. Thank you. Well, our time is going, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning here.
no, we are ending it now.
Okay.
In the next 5 minutes, we are gone here.
Thanks.
The message of Obasanjo is already too late. But just like you said, he is preparing himself for the great beyond. So it's good that he let the cat out of the bag so that they would not say he did them bad, especially the Yoruba race, by not telling them the truth, because that meeting was a commemoration of different ethnicities of young people listening to him. But most of them only listened, but they could not pick the point in the real sense of it. His message was well delivered.
Wow.
If you refuse to see what you should see, and then you refuse to do what you should do, you end up being a victim of what you don't like.
They are. That's why I'm telling you, Nigeria. You know, I used to use one word. I said Nigeria is a barren womb. That was the whole thing. It cannot change about our son. There is a spiritual agony from different demons crying on Nigeria. Blood is shedding everywhere. The blood is crying against Nigeria. So it can never work. It's not working. It's not working.
Listen to another one. This one is not up to 1 minute video, but there is a strong message.
In case you don't understand what I'm talking about, it's unfortunate that many people have even sold out their roots. They don't care about what happened to their region, to their zones, to the ethnic background that they have, all because of money. Money. In case you don't understand what I'm talking about, it's unfortunate that many people have even sold out their roots. They don't care about what happened to their region, to their zones, to the ethnic background that they have, all because of money. Check records. Where was economy 4 years ago and where is economy today? You are dying of hunger and you are going to vote for people who will kill you finally with hunger.
You want to vote for people who will kill you finally with your tani. But that was already, the speech is clear.
Let's be wise now. Let's be wise. Even if your spirit doesn't speak, let your intelligence speak. Let your intelligence speak. Let your intelligence speak. In case you don't understand what I'm talking about.
When you see them tell you, let your intelligence speak. Let your intelligence speak. That is where they are supposed to tell you that the solution is not about the person that you vote into power. That the solution is for you to destroy one Nigeria. Let everybody go. But what happens? They don't want to open their mouth to say that side. That is why they will always use a coded language. They say use your voice now.
Is it Pastor Rita Ban say, hey, may they take a vision, say they live in the north too. He said you have to judge it with the Bible. No even talk. The other pastor used to play it always. They are all afraid. That is to show you as bad as Nigeria is. When you talk, you're dying. And I see some people also still reclaiming to be in the same country where you talk the truth, you die about ourselves. So what are we doing to ourselves? A country where a child who they born today have already understand what is called bribe. You will be born from your mother's womb. You will already know that if you're going to take exam without bribery, you can never pass. So how long are we going to live in this kind of sinful nation? This is Babylon, more worse than Babylon, where flesh of human beings is spread across the street. Men are packed into the ground like sardine. You know what it is? The hand of God is against Nigeria. Believe me, I'm telling you, it will never stand.
I hope they will listen. Now, tomorrow, we will show you people that since the Nigerian people have refused to take terrorists to ICC, terrorists have now taken the Nigerian people to ICC.
There's also the one I had. They said Air or something stop. Well, it's not my thing, but it stops whatever obedient in Castina stuff. That they never vote. Yeah.
Oh, that one is another explanation for us. If if Verify tells Peter Obi, I ban or I stop your campaign, or not get 2 million match, you will likely get 200. Then he calls the attention of the Kaduna people and say, hashtag Kaduna people, wake up. It is a point of reflection for Biafran people and for the entire Nigerian people to understand that Erufai understands already that Peter Obi is just being used to deceive the entire one Nigerian people. So him outrightly and openly telling the entire Nigerian people that Obi is not going to get the vote and the support that he wants is an indication that they understand that every Obi is a Biafran, and that he believes and understands what Biafra is all about, and that it is Biafran blood that is flowing inside of him. That if we get Biafra tomorrow, he will not reject Biafra. He will not turn to become a Fulani. So, Erufai is telling the whole world and the Nigerian people, remember that this man is deceiving you, that he is not a Fulani man, he's not a Northerner. He is still a Biafran, and he will always remain a Biafran. So, with the fact that we use him to play a game with the UK government to come and deceive everybody, that is what Erufai is reminding people. He's doing us a very good thing.
Of course.
By reminding the entire people in one Nigeria that Obi is a deceit that has been used to deceive everybody. So I see no reason why anybody should be against what Erufai said. Because Erufai is trying to wake people up to tell them Obi is for a mandate. So you people should remember and understand the reason why Obi is here.
Correct.
Majo Konkwa, thank you very much for having and for the possibility that we were able to make this a realistic one.
Please allow me to make this announcement for people who are in the Netherlands. Okay. And sorry, I didn't have the number. Please, if you are in the Netherlands, we have made a forum, WhatsApp forum, where we collect our monthly dues because we need money right now to sponsor our Eastern Security Network. And when you come on, where you can call me, I don't have that number, I'm off-headed, but tomorrow I'm still going to pass it to Sonny. Yes, these two numbers here, call WhatsApp. I think, no, this is not mine. This is for the two. The other one is for mine, 312. That one is for me, 512, yes. It's for me. I didn't have the other number of my brother shoes, but if you are in the region of Netherlands and you want to be supporting the Eastern Security Network, we urge you to call that number, call me, and I will direct you to the number where you're going to join us on Instagram, and we'll collect our monthly dues. And every time we will have fundraising, we will come in group and send it to somebody who will deliver it on our names, and everything is very transparent in Amsterdam. In Holland, please call this number for more information. And we also advise every part of the world to gather yourself and begin to, form a group and choose a formidable person among you where you can choose your monthly due payment. Anytime we're doing fundraising, you come up and deliver the money to the people. And it must be someone you trust among you, as I trust my own person from the Netherlands. And thank you so much, Abraham Wasane. And we will see you people late today again, because we're coming with explosive message before Simon also comes for his State of Nation. You must not forget that one. We want to thank all people, those who sit at home or sit at home continuous, and don't forget, no election in Biafra land. All hail Biafra. Our name as the IPOB. Nothing has changed. Thank you.
There were. We love to play that music we played before. I don't know what happened that they had to make it crack. Maybe in the Zama they wanted to. The Oshi. They crumble that music for us. Let's see whether it will play again for us. Biafran people, thank you so much. Please, if you have not shared the broadcast, hit the like button now, share, and let it go far and wide. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Let's see if this thing will play the way we want it.
Pharaoh in Britain, let biafra go. Pharaoh in Africa, let my people go. Obodo Kenya warawa, Nigeria Kuasiala. Nigeria don't finish, Africa, Nigeria don't finish, Britain, Nigeria don't finish, Nigeria don't finish. Autobalance, worldwide, I greet all of you, wherever you are, and I pray to you, if you're not moving, I will Nigeria don't finish. Autobalance, worldwide, I greet all of you, wherever you are, and I pray to you, if you're not moving, I will.